I get to, relate to him, and he gets me through everything.
Good. All right, thanks.
Cool. All right.
Thank you. Good time.
Is there any challenge at all? Like, is it back up between doing what you do and trying to emulate kind of what the guy you might be backing up does?
Yeah, I don't think it's a challenge when you have Drew Brees in front of you. You follow what he does and try and mimic him, and that's what you can do.
How much you got to change up kind of some of the stuff you're comfortable with, though?
Yeah, things. Obviously, I was with a different system for 4 years, so there's little things you got to change, but kind of having a guy like that to follow along, and then he's obviously one of the best quarterbacks of all time, so it's easy to follow.
Tom, you missed the first couple of days, so you feel pretty caught up now, and how far are you in the installation?
Yeah, I feel caught up. It's a tough install for sure. It's a new system, but I feel comfortable out there, and I'm just trying to execute and do my job.
Tom, do you recall last year? It seems like eternity when you were out here practicing against the Saints, you in interviews and talking about responding to the tragedy in Houston.
Yeah.
And boy, does this come full circle that you look in the crystal ball? Wow, with the Saints stuff.
Yeah, obviously. It's a good lesson for all the younger players out there too. You're always on film. You're always being evaluated, no matter where you are. And I'm just happy to be a part of this team.
You, obviously, behind Drew, you have the most experience out of any of his quarterbacks. How much does just playing in a game help you, when you are in this competition?
Yeah, no, I think it helps for sure. I think it's just being out there and playing in the live action and stuff, whether it's here or with another team. I think it helps, and I'm just going to put all that stuff in my belt and roll with it.
And just with everyone talks about how complex this offense is. Mm-hmm. Does this feel like you're a rookie again at all, or?
Well, I especially with my last staff in Houston, I definitely built a good foundation with just the general IQ of football. But this is definitely a complex offense, and we have a great room, and we're all helping each other out, and it's fun, and I'm definitely excited to be part of this.
Tom, with all your experience now, what are your goals for a preseason game? Like, is it to drive the team down and get a score, or when you break that down with your opportunity?
Yeah, that's ultimately what quarterbacks are evaluated on. How many times you get the ball in the end zone, and if you win the game, and that's all it's my main goal. I don't care how we do it, as long as we get in the end zone.
You finished the home renovation?
Yeah, well, no, never going to be finished, but got the bathroom done, and it's looking good. Hopefully my wife's happy.
Maybe get a YouTube channel going or something?
Yeah, I'm just going to stick to my day job right now. I was tiling floor, and my knees are all chafed up right now, so I'm not cut out for it.
Do you pay attention at all, what other coaches said? I know Taysom's kind of like a young guy who grabbed headlines because he played special teams.
Sure.
He's kind of a young up-and-comer. People don't talk about the polished backup veteran as much. Do you pay attention to that, or is that just kind of a media thing?
No, I don't pay attention to it. Unfortunately, I love you guys. I just don't read much, and just kind of focus on what I can focus on, and then just whatever I can do to help this team out, I'm going to do. And I have enough support staff with my family and friends and this team and everyone in this building, so it's exciting.
So Tom, how would you compare this coaching staff as far as who you're dealing with, Coach Carmichael, Coach Payton, Coach Lombardi, compared to maybe what you had in Houston? Because when you look at the Saints, for a dozen years, they've either been 1, 2, or 3 like total offense. So it just explain that.
Well, obviously I was blessed with some great staffs in the past, and but this staff, obviously, just like you just said, with the proof out there of what they've been able to do offensively, it's exciting to be a part of, and I'm like a sponge right now, and I'm just going to keep soaking up all the knowledge I can from these guys and ask questions and do whatever I can to help this team.
Does that include learning with Drew as well, kind of seeing how he does?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, just you got to fight. You'd be dumb not to follow what Drew Brees is doing, And I don't want to get to the point where I'm annoying him, but I'm just going to keep following him and just continue to do what he does.
How long does it take to learn an offense?
I think you're always learning. Obviously, I know that's the cheesy answer, but I think that's true in this offense. It's always evolving, and and I'm sure Drew's still learning new things as well. So I think it takes a while, obviously, just to even call the play in the huddle and stuff. But it's getting there, and I'm really confident in myself that I'll get there.
How many hours a day do you practice calling the play?
Quite a few hours. I know my wife she's getting good at calling them to me on the phone too. So. You all set? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for telling us about
Payton talked about the bachelor and the return game. Do you guys take that as motivation, or you just brush it off as a joke, or what?
You definitely take it as motivation. Everybody want to do their job. You go out there and do the best foot forward every day.
You did talk about a trip to Paris. That might be good.
Go out there and just go in hard. Does it frustrate you when you still have to fight for it?
Nah, I don't feel like I'm gonna have to fight for it all my life. I'm 5'7". I'm gonna have to fight for a year in and year out. Ain't no pressure.
But you kind of show versatility. Obviously, you showed it last year, the kick return game, and obviously the bachelor and stuff like that. But you're also making plays, the offensive end, getting vertical with Drew. Just, I guess, your growth. You feel you're taking another level?
Yeah, man, I just got to continue to grow. You know, continue to be a guy that's available, continue to make plays, and and let it go from there.
What do you feel you have to do to, I guess, earn the spot on the team again?
Make plays every day. Come out here and bust my ass every day.
Tommy Lee, what, as far as from Coach Payton's perspective, what he's giving you the hardest time on it? Like, you gotta take care of the football, whether it's as a returner or a receiver, or what?
Just be reliable. Just got to come out and be a guy that's reliable, be a trustworthy guy, especially when in the return game. Because that's a very important facet of the game. So basically, just come out here being reliable, be consistent, and just be a guy that you can be counted on.
It seems like the defense made a lot of plays today. What are they doing right on the defensive side of the ball?
Those guys came out there with a lot of energy. They executed, and they basically just outcompeted us today.
It's like a different energy with that team. Maybe confidence from last year. Is it different at all to you?
It was confident last year. It's just added confidence. Those guys coming out here playing together, playing fast, and that group got another year under their belt. So they just won right now.
Does that allow you guys to take another level too when they bring it like that?
No question, no question.
Has anyone ever told you look like a miniature LeBron James?
Yeah, you.
No, I know, but I mean,
Tommy, is there any part of you that feels like going into this training camp, I don't know how to put it exactly, but you feel like you're figuring it out a little bit more, particularly at receiver, rather than contributing mostly on special teams?
I think overall I'm just continue to grow as a player, in this league, and make my mark, and I'm going to continue to grow and continue to get better and get comfortable with the game.
New Orleans has had a great tendency to have players like Darren Sproles who are undersized and able to utilize them. Do you have anybody that you model your game after, that you talk with, of a similar stature, and how they've found their niche in the NFL?
I try to, any guy that I come across, I cross paths with that's played a similar role as I have, I try to get a little knowledge from them here and there.
They passed along any words of wisdom?
Not that I can remember right off the back of my head, but I've actually talked with Darren Sproles in San Diego last year. So,
do you have any advice on how he was able to stick around for so long, other than just being a freak athlete?
Just being reliable, being a cat that's reliable in the return game and on offense.
Thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
No problem.
Thanks, Tommy.
Coach Raekwon, have you impressed you yet?
Actually, I'm just out here trying to impress everybody else. Doing the things I do that people seen so far that's kind of normal for me, but other people haven't seen it yet. So my expectation towards other people, is just to impress them, because I know what I can do. I believe in myself. So am I impressed with myself? No, because I know what I can do.
So you're expecting to come out here and jump over NFL DBs like it's nothing and make all these crazy catches?
A little bit yes and a little bit no. I know how I am. I'm a competitor, so I expect myself to come out here and compete. And no matter who's in front of me, ball's in the air is my ball as a receiver.
How comfortable are you with this offense? It's a hard offense to learn, especially for a rookie, and a lot of rookie receivers kind of struggle.
The thing about it, I'm trying to get comfortable, and in order for me to get comfortable, I got to know the playbook, and I'm still learning. And once that happens, the playbook, you play a lot more faster. You don't have to think about it, and in that aspect, you're going to be much more comfortable. So I say I'm about 75%. I'm trying to be 110%.
Is it a lot more complicated than what you did at Central Florida?
Yes, it's definitely a lot more complicated, because at the same time, I have to read the defense, and then then if Drew kills the play, I got to know what I got to do on the kill. If he give me a signal, I got to know what the signal is. So it's much more complicated.
Was Central Florida play cards? Like they hold a play card, or was it just a one-word thing?
It wasn't play cards, but we got our signals from the sideline.
You feel like you've already got some pretty good timing with Drew?
Yes, I feel like a little bit. We got a little work done, but it's much more improvement I can do, and much more getting together with Drew. It's nothing but a timing thing, and as a receiver, if I want to be able to play in this game, I have to know my quarterback, what my quarterback thinking. I have to be on the same page with him at all times.
Well, he told you what he was thinking after you made the catch yesterday. What did he say?
He was like, because the defense was yelling, out of bounds, out of bounds. He was like, man, it don't matter. Way to go up and get the ball big, man. I was like, thank you, man. And coming from Drew Brees, my quarterback, that's a big upside on my part. My quarterback running up to me, he's hyped, I'm hyped. That feels great.
What's been the feedback you've gotten from coaches? I know CJ's been on you about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, CJ, he's a great coach, first of all. He's always on me, no matter if I do something right, I do something wrong. He's the same coach in and out. Like, he always getting on me. Even when I do something right, he telling me what I did wrong and how can I perfect that. But he always telling me, he always getting on me about my splits, and that's a big thing in this offense, coming from Sean Payton. Also, it's just big things on splits. But just in general, CJ always getting on me about being competitive. And, he always getting on me about my start. He always talking about people telling me you're a build-up speed. You're not. It's just your start. I got to come off hard every single time. And that's something he tell me I have to work on every day.
Sean mentioned that you felt like you're in a lot better place physically now than you were in the summer. What do you think's been the difference for you?
Yeah, it's been a difference because mostly when I first came here, rookie minicamp, he was telling me that my lower body was much weaker. So after rookie minicamp and OTAs and everything, now I was working on the coaches, the weight coaches, Coach Dan, getting my legs stronger, because that's what the big thing they wanted me to work on, my legs, which creates more power and helps me coming off the ball and also help me breaking down.
Why do you think? I mean, I know you just got done training for the combine and everything. Why do you think you lacked a little power at first?
Because like you mentioned, the combine, and coming from the combine, you work on specific things. You don't work on everything. You're working on your 40, your broad jump, and your route running, really. So I wasn't really focused on squatting heavy, getting my quad stronger.
So have you felt the difference out here in the first 5 days?
I definitely felt a difference. CJ told me a lot. I look better. I look smoother. I look more comfortable than when I first came in, and I'm playing more comfortably.
Have you had a favorite play out there yet?
A favorite play? I don't have a favorite play. My favorite play is when we score as offense, and everybody's like, whoever scores, if it's me, not me, just when the offense scores.
I meant like the play that you had made, because I mean, if they said that one was out of bounds, but you had some wins on the one-on-ones, I didn't know if there was one that you memorable.
I say the one I had a post route, and the one it was a diving catch from Drew, and then I got up and started running. I say so far that was my favorite.
I talked to Mackenzie Milton, quarterback, and he said he thought you might be the steal of the draft. What do you feel about that assessment, prediction?
I definitely agree with Mackenzie. I always have an upside on myself. I expect myself to be the best, who I can be. And as a competitor, I want to be the best, no doubt about it. And, you know, when other guys ranked higher than me, so-called say they're better than me by others, you know, that give me an opportunity to prove myself, you know, as an underdog. And, you know, coming from UCF, you know, we was underdogs at once, you know, it just, you know, give me an opportunity to prove people wrong.
With the way the rookie class last year, 2017 draft class performed, you know, 2 rookies of the year and everything, just do you feel any extra pressure to come out here and kind of try to match that, or do you know, is it all about making the roster for you?
I do actually feel, you know, pressure because, you know, like you said, guys before me, they made a big impact. So, you know, I got a high standard, you know, held. So I feel like, you know, there's no obligation for me but to, you know, perform at a high level because, you know, the guys before me, and I don't want to be the guy that let everybody else down, or let the fans down, you know.
But I guess, is it like hard for you to kind of put that in the back of your mind and just focus on going out there, making plays, or is it kind of easy?
It's not hard, you know, putting that on my mind, like putting it to the back of my mind. You know, that's what you have to do. You got to eliminate the outside noise and just focus on, you know, what's here at the facility and the play calling. Because if you let the outside noise distract you, you know, it's going to affect, you know, you on the football field. You know, I definitely don't want that to happen.
I know a big part of this offense is kind of understanding what Drew's seeing and adjusting your route accordingly. At UCF, did you adjust routes ever in mid-run, or was it supposed to be run to a specific spot?
It was really kills, but not like really by the quarterback. The offensive coordinator called the kills, but it's different here. The quarterback Drew is going to call the kills and see what he wants, and then even if the play calling is coming from, you know, the offensive coordinator, Drew might call something totally different. You know, he did it before, and I was confused. Like, I was looking around, and he told me what to do, but, you know, just to show that, you know, I got to get in my playbook more and, you know, get more comfortable, and so I can play much faster.
A lot of rookies, you know, have to start on the second or third team. I mean, just what is it like for you having those opportunities with the ones and with Drew right away?
It's a good opportunity because basically when it comes game day, you know, that's who's going to be playing. You want to go with the one quarterback, and I'm grateful that CJ's throwing me in there with the one, so, you know, I get the feel and I get comfortable, you know, throwing with Drew. But also, you know, I got to be prepared, you know, if I don't play or whatever, you know, going with the 2 and 3 quarterbacks. You know, either way I see it, you know, I'm just trying to get reps with whoever it may be, but I would like for it to be Drew.
Cole, how much time did you miss in OTAs and minicamp? What were you limited from doing?
You know, I had a little neck injury. I was out for a couple weeks, and, you know, I really hate that happened, you know, because I missed a lot of reps, you know, a lot of information, even though I was getting information. But it's nothing better than coming out and being on the field, you know, with the team. I missed team bonding. You know, I just missed so much, you know, from the little injury I had. And, you know, it happens to the best. It happens to everybody. You know, you get injured, and it really sucks.
What did you were able to do the first couple of weeks?
I was able to do the first couple of days, actually.
Just first couple of days?
Yeah, like the first week, and that was it. That was really it.
And then that was it. And
yeah.
You still did some walkthrough stuff? Or,
oh, yeah, I definitely, you know, yeah.
Full speed stuff. And then, did you go to San Diego to work with Drew?
Yes, I went to San Diego for a week to work with Drew, yes.
Did that help?
That definitely helped. Me, Drew, Mike Thomas was out there when I was out there. They gave me a lot of pointers, you know, what to expect, and, you know, it helps before I came out here to get the timing down with Drew and, you know, what routes he wanted to see me running. And it really helps, you know. Basically, you're getting away from the coaching, and it's really one-on-one time with you and your quarterback. And it helps y'all get on the same page even off the field. You know, he's just telling me what to expect, you know, and how to become a great player, you know, how to become a great player on this team, and just not on this team, just in life.
Number 10, what were you to you, or was it just available?
Number 10? That's a great question. I had to choose in between 2 numbers. It was 10 and 18. I chose 10. It really didn't have a meaning towards me, but I knew, you know, coming in here who was number 10 before that, and it meant a lot. Just, you know, what he did on the field before when he was here, it just boosts the expectations and like what I have to do, you know, because I know the guy who worked before me, he was a great player. So, you know, I want to be a great player, if not and more.
You want those expectations?
One more question.
Yeah, I'm not afraid, you know, of expectation. If they held high, you know I'm a competitor, like I said earlier. And just being a competitor, you want things to be hard. You don't want nothing to come easy. You want things to be hard as a competitor because you know when you're competing, that's when you're at your best.
What was the little net you said? What were you doing?
Just
hammy.
general body part.
Hammy, yeah.
Lower extremity.